Giants will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill.
Now Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Demario Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's what I do. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Flip. Let's go.
From the 17, Winston. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing, Winston. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 82 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Final play of the half here. Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Winston. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Greystone, travel. Watch the eye.
They go with Murray again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey. 49, check 49. 21.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Breeze going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal.
54. Hey, Zoo. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
23 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 99. Check 99.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
Big stop. Let's go. Slip and even.
Winston now. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Ready.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch 57. Target. Hey, easy. 57. 11. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Sammy. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Lutz with the extra point. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Jameis to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Under team. Kill. Team. Alert flare. 6-6. Bullet high. Switch. Showing it. Shoot. You're good. High 4. Ready. 61. Matchbox lights.
Here's Murray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You're good. High 4. Ready.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, wahoo! He's checking. He's kill. Bang. Hey, kill. Check. Crouch.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Under. Big Safe. Over. Tighten up. 5-9. Easy. Opposite. Here we go. Keep going, boys. Moving. Ready, check.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
35-yard line.
Ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming. Shoot. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check 13. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Breeze now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. On first down, Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going back to you. Hey, kill. Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch twist.
This one caught out wide by Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. You got 4. Back.
Winston to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Now Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Saints are going to get to this one So that should about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. That one is really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They'll run on first down. Murray. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Today's final score, Saints 31,